And welcome back to Face Off as we get set to close out the show this week with our pick of the game of the week. Our game of the week this week, Packers at the Texans. Texans put their 5-0 record on the line. Kevin, who you got?
I got Texans. Anytime you got a team that's losing identity, their strongest asset is a pass game that's now ranked 15th in the league. I don't like them going into an undefeated team at home, so taking Texans.
I'm gonna. I think you're gonna hate me for this. Everybody's panicking about the Packers. Everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid of the Texans. They're 5-0. This is those times where that team that's supposedly panicking, everybody's like, oh my God. They go in and get a big win. Packers are going to upset the Texans on the road.
I agree with everything Rob Cunningham just said.
It's a first. Mark this moment. It's a milestone.
Book it. Yeah, same thing. They're definitely a little ticked off. They had some crazy losses, and yeah, that's it.
All right. So, final thoughts. Then get started.
Okay, look, I don't want to have my who was the name of the guy that used to be on CBS? Andy Rooney.
Yeah.
I don't want to have my Andy Rooney moment here, but it's just one thing that really grinds my gears. All right. I mean, I can't stand this. Like, players get up and they spike the ball. They get a first down and they dance. I want a rule for the NFL that when you get a first down, you cannot spike the ball or get up and go first down. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world, okay? Are the best receivers in the NFL, like Larry Fitzgerald and Andre Johnson, and even Marvin Harrison back in the day, used to catch the ball and then toss it to the ref. I think it should be a rule that these dopes and these morons, these idiotic, prima donna, immature receivers should not be able to dance. I think it should be a penalty every time you get up for no reason at all and celebrate for catching a first down on a slant that my grandmother could like catch. Really, just stop it. Just stop. That needs to be a rule.
Good.
No more.
I agree.
Especially Deshaun Jackson.
On a side note, I called the Brent Selleck, but
I hate Brent Selleck more than anybody on this planet too. Him and Jim Harbaugh can all go die. I said it.
Okay. Anyway, my final thought. Jerry Sandusky today was finally sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison for 45 different counts of child molestation. Personally, to me, as a family member of someone that went to Penn State during the whole problem, my sister had been going there during it. That's not good enough for me. I want him to have the life sentence. I want him to know that what he did is inexcusable and he can never have his freedom again. But if you're going to put a number on it, so be it. Until that time, I'm really glad that Penn State is back to how they've been. I think Bill Bryan has done a great job with reorganizing the team. They got them all out there. They're giving them the names on the back. They just won a big game against the ranked Northwestern. That's great. I'm just glad to see that football is now back on Saturdays.
To prove real quick how, and I don't want to make it obvious, but the people will understand what I'm saying here. He's requesting to be taken out of solitary and go to a public prison. Now, anybody with a brain...
Wow, he's crazy.
Anybody with a brain knows the joke that I'm going to go with here. Like, obviously, he wants to be with his inmates. Like, I mean, that's how sick the guy really is. And really. And if you don't think of it like that, fine. I don't think a little, like, extreme there that he wants to be with inmates. But he's a sick guy. And I really hope he dies in, like, jail. I mean, see, I know I joke about horrible and stuff like that, but this guy really hope he dies in like, jail.
He earned it.
Really.
He earned it.
I'm going to go with Eric Winston of the Kansas City Chiefs. Matt Castle gets injured, and the home fans, not the opposing fans, the home fans, the Chiefs fans, cheer Matt Castle getting ingered. Now, there's a whole bunch of speculation. Okay, low blow, never happened. Anyway, there's been speculation that there was other things that they might have been cheering about. But anyway, Eric Winston, the offensive tackle, basically blasts the fans saying, this is sickening. We play the game. There's a person that you're cheering getting hurt, with the concussion issues and everything. There's a person's well-being that you're cheering of his well-being going south. And so that is why my game ball goes to Eric Winston for calling out the fans, being a man, and calling them out. He said to the media, air this as much as you want. I want everybody to see this. Yeah. And what he's saying. Classic. And Eric Winston gets my game ball for that.
That's a class act. My game ball is going to Andrew Luck. His first signature win of his career, going against the MVP. I really like his performance. I love that he did that. I love how the whole city of Indianapolis seemed to pull for Chuck Pagano, and I hope he gets better soon.
Sticking with the Colts, my game ball. The reason why I'm giving the game ball to Reggie Wayne and not Andrew Luck was that Reggie Wayne, I thought he was going to the Dolphins. I thought he was out the door. And he stayed in Indy. He knew Chuck Pagano. Pagano was one of his coaches at Miami. And the performance he had on Sunday was all heart. Like, he literally was jumping in front of every pass. And he was never known to be a fast guy. But he was going all out for every ball. And that performance, over 200 yards, a touchdown, ungodly amount of catches, and the fact that you stayed in Indy and really devoted yourself to the franchise that you believe treated you well, even with an owner that's kind of a whack job. My game ball goes to Reggie Wayne and the entire Indianapolis Colts organization. I think we can all agree that this game ball really should go to Chuck Pagano as well. Get well soon.
Absolutely. And that's it for this week of Face Off. Rob Cunningham, Kevin Kunzman, our special guest Tim Lincecum. He needs to get back on a plane.
I gotta go.
He needs to get back on a plane, go back to Ohio. We'll see you next week here on Face Off.
Go, Tim.